Yes, if you are a YouTube creator, you know very well that thumbnails have been proven to be the center of attraction for viewers onto your channels. So in today's tutorial, we are going to look at how to make thumbnails, and this is the thumbnail that we are going to create. I'm going to show you how I came up with this beautiful, nice looking thumbnail with its gradients, so such that you can be equipped with that knowledge of how to make nice thumbnails that will attract more viewers to your content and even enhance you in whatever you are doing on YouTube. So before we dive into this tutorial, I want you to subscribe and hit that like button just down there. Subscribe to this channel. For you, if you are a new viewer, subscribe to this channel. You will be alerted, and make sure that you don't miss to all the future tutorials that will come after this. We are going to make this thumbnail in Adobe Illustrator. Future will also show you how to make the same thumbnail in Photoshop for those who use Photoshop. So before we dive right into it, remember to subscribe to this channel. So what we are going to do in the first step, we are going to open Adobe Illustrator. So these are a number of thumbnails that I created. So this is the thumbnail, and we are seeing the properties and everything that I used to make this. So we don't need this for now. What we need is to create a new template or a new document. So what we do to create a new artboard, you come here, just right here, files, and say go to new, and you choose what we need. So we see the YouTube, mostly the YouTube videos are always in 1920 1080 if that's the size you use for your videos. So we are going to need a thumbnail or an artboard which is larger to the size of the video format. So I like using the web large, which is the 1920. And so what I do, I click onto this, and you see they are when you check here the raster effects, we have screen which is 72 ppi. I like using 300, which is the high definition resolution. It gives you the good resolution for your photo. So what you do, we go to create, and here our workspace has been created. You see it is in the size of the video format, which is 1920 to 1080 pixels. So what we do, we go back to our document where the thumbnail was created, and here are the things I'm going to need. First of all, we shall take it as a reference, so bring it closer. So these are what we are going to need. Yes, this is Animation King logo. So this is the thumbnail that we are going to make. We have this, and we have our cartoon man. So we need a Photoshop icon, which I'll select. I will get from here. Bring this and put it here. Yes. So these are a number of the objects that we are going to need. So I like to bring them to the right, and then take this to the left. So this is our reference. So we don't need our reference for now. But before, what we need from our reference, we need to get these color selections. Yes, so what we do, we are going to select colors from out of this. I want to show you, we are going to create some rectangular shapes, which is right into this. So this is our rectangular shape. So our shapes are found here. We have the rectangle shape, the rectangle tool, and the rounded rectangle tool, the eclipse. So what we need is this. We go back, hold click shift to drag it. So if you want to bring this into a square or a square format, you hold click shift as you drag. So what it does, it stacks onto the square. It gives you that proper square proportion. So let's do select, choose the color picker, which is here, which is the eyedropper. So this here, this is the eyedropper. So this, the eyedropper tool. You click onto it, and we are going to select color. So you see, after when you select the shape and then you come and you point onto the color, it automatically takes up that color. So let's hold click Alt and drag to make a duplicate of this square, and then you go back to eyedropper and then select on the other color. So bingo, we now have these two colors. So what we are going to need is bring this. So we are going to have to work onto our new artboard. So in the first place, we are going to create a background. So which you come back to the rectangular form, the rectangular, so which you go back to the rectangular shape, which we saw, which is down here. So come to the corner and create that shape and drag and stretch it right there. So what we do, yeah, it has that last color selected. So what we are going to do, we are going to have to apply a gradient. So before we come to the swatches, so come right here where there is file. So down here, you see this is the hold shift key to bring up alternate color UI. So these are the color swatches. So in our color swatches, you will realize that we have a number of colors. So these are the color swatches that you can use. So what we need, we are going to have to select this, which is the white, black, or there is this sky, there is this. So we probably need, so these are the selections of the gradient color. When you want to create a gradient color, you first select these are the gradients templates that Illustrator offers you. So for now, we need this black and white. So we stretch back into our document. So hold click. So first you select the rectangle. First you select the rectangular shape and come right here and you click onto that white and black. So the color definitely applies in straight away. So with it selected, let's go now to this part of our, check this out. So this is the edit gradient. So you click this edit gradient and right away this shall be applied. So what we do, we are now going to align these colors into this gradient template. So you come to this picker here, the circle. So what you do, you double click into this and it brings up this dialog box. Yes, this. So we want to select a color. So in this dialog box, we have the color picker. So this color picker, we have the others. We are not going to talk about this. We need this color picker. So come and point onto this color here. Bingo. So we come back to the same, this side, double click it and color picker, and yes, so we have our colors selected into our gradient. So right away, so we are not yet to the same results of our reference. So what we are going to do, we have this color here. So let me take you back to, so when you see, we are almost, but this is how it is. So what we are going to do, bring that back aside, select the rectangle, and then we are going to go to this. See, there are a number of tools around here, but what we need is this tool, which is called the gradient. If you don't have it right here onto your panels here, what you do, you have to go to Windows and make sure this gradient is selected. So make sure the gradient is selected. When you select it, it comes right here. So let's begin. So this is our gradient. So what we need, it is in linear. This is the linear gradient, and this is the radical gradient, and we also have the free-form gradient. So let's go to the radical gradient, and this is what it does. So with our radical gradient selected, we say we have to expand or bring it to the point you need. So then what you do, come back to edit, and we stretch this. So we bring this to this part. We probably want even to twist it a little bit, and yes, you stretch this. Yes, go back to edit, and yes, bingo, we are good to go. So this is the result of what the background looks like. So I came and brought this. You see it is at the back. So let us go to the gradient and say send, arrange, and send it to back. So I came and brought in this screenshot. So this screenshot was taken on my computer. So these are all tactics of creating a good thumbnail for your YouTube channel, something that will attract, that will show the exact thing that is in your content. So it gives a very, very good attraction of what, a representation of what you're trying to show that is in the content you are having. So I took the screenshot. So what we are going to do, remember it is placed in a perspective mode, but here it is flat. So what we do, let's resize this to this. So we come right down to the object. See this object here, go down to object, and we are searching for something. We go to envelope distort and make with mesh. You see this? The envelope distort from the object, envelope distort, and make with mesh. So it probably makes a mesh onto your pic. And what we need, there are a number, Illustrator has a number of technical tools that do fascinating things around this software. So let's take a look at this. So we have what we call the free transformation tool, which is this. love it very much. So when you click it, or when you click it, we have the free transformation, we have the puppet. So basically this is what we want to use for the time. So what you do brings out this. So with this selected, we want the free transformation tool, we have the perspective distort, and we have the free distort. So we start with this, and when you click onto this, or this probably, you come and point onto one of the corners of this, and you see it is bending. So bends, and touch it to this side, and you can stretch it where necessary, and see, you stretch it, and until you are more comfortable that it is. So let's have a look at what we have into our, does it look alike? Yeah, almost. So you see it's bent into that, maybe too overbent here. So we go back to this, and then we, then it has undo this. So this time you come and use this. There is also the downer one, which is the free distort also. So come and bend it a little bit, and keep it to the point. Yes, for the case of this tutorial, we are going to leave that to this. So what you do, you resize it. We resize it a little bit. So we bring it just right here. So what I did next was to create a shadow effect onto this part. So that's when the pen tool comes in. In the former tutorials, or in the past tutorials, we learned how to use a pen tool. So this pen tool, we learned how to see how to use a pen tool, how to make buzzer curves. So go to the reference of to that tutorial. I'll leave the link into the description, such that if you want to know how to use a pen tool, you can go and check right onto how to use a pen tool. So let's bring closer our reference. So with this, extended a little bit here, up. So let's go to our pen tool now. Select the pen tool just right here, and come and draw. We draw the shadow. Put here, then there, and then join it up. What you do, come to pen tool, or you come to this tool here and double click, then probably extend it where necessary. Bingo, and we are good to go. So let's minimize back and zoom in this. So what you do, select this color dropper and select our color. So there we go. let's fit in, bring into our, because there is some good lighting here. So yes, we are right on point. So see, our thumbnail is coming out and we have this particularly laid up onto our workspace. So let's do something else. So we are going to bring in our Mr. Cartoon here. Yeah, let's send him to the front and then we resize him. Hold click shift to resize. So we probably bring him right here. So put him right here. Is it from the reference? Yes. Okay. So after, let's bring in our Photoshop icon and put it around here. So we are going to make a selection. We are going to make a duplicate out of this, and this is for making a flower reflection. So what we do, we reflect this. We reflect it and then create a pen tool. So I mask this. Something like this. Yes, so what I did, I selected it, went to the effects up here and selected what we call and went to the style, selected feathery. So with the feathery, it brings in this feathery thing. You see, when you look at the edges are a bit feathery, so increase this to the point that you desire. So you don't over increase it because it also becomes a problem. So for the case of tutorial, let us leave it right there, click OK, and then let's minimize back. So what we are going to do, we are going to change its opacity, which is just right up here. Opacity, we decrease the opacity to until it fades, somehow fades to the floor. So yes, we now have a flow reflection of. So with this, select this and our logo. With both selected, right click and group them. So we see they move together. So we are going to bring our type tool. This is our type tool up here. The type tool selected. We come and click. So let's increase this. So we are going to type gradient. Gradient color. Gradient color. color background. Gradient color background. So let's come to this. We have these pieces here, the paragraph. So what we need is this, which is called the line center. So where with it selected, we see it aligns everything onto center. So decrease this and place it around here. So the type of font I used was Metropolis. Metropolis black. So as in, we see it has to be small letters. Come to type up here, type, and then you choose change case. So this is the way you can change case to make it upper case or lower case or type case. So I needed this case, so bingo. So let's check back into our reference. So we see it is white, this is bold, and this is a little bit italics, and this is a little bit. So first of all, we give it a white color. We saw our swatches. You can either find the swatches here, or you can either find them somewhere here. So they are either here, the color swatches are here and at this point, and you can also find it here where you select a color. So let's cancel this and begin this. So we are going to increase its size. So we increase its size from around here. So this is the font size. When you increase the font size from there, let's probably increase its size, and we are going to make this italicized, which is there, and we are going to give this a little bit bolder font, and probably we are going to come to this that is this, set the landing. So with the landing, it sets the gap between the gap. So give this a small, increase its size, and we are good to go. So bring this here, and what we wanted was what I did. I brought in my logo and raise this down. First raise this, I brought in the logo and placed it upon there, and probably came to this shadow and typed in something. I said, so now this is, so into this I typed at Animation King. Animation King 59. That is my YouTube handle, my Twitter handle, my Facebook handle, everything. So I like a font that I use, which is called Paulo Script. So with it selected, so what I did, I brought this, minimized this, and placed it upon here. And so probably you will be doing these thumbnails for your channel, so you will want to put a signature onto your thumbnail. So placed that around there, and let's make a selection out of this. Let's delete this, and then this is part 2. So the color for this, when I placed it there, I chose a color among this. So to make it more darker as it was, come to yes. So balance this, new capital, and then part 2. So let us decrease this, bring it here, bring this here, and then the part 2. So it was the thumbnail for the part 2 of this tutorial, where we saw how to make gradients. So, and we are good to go. Going to save this thumbnail such that it can be used, or you can use it on your YouTube channel when you are uploading your videos. So the only way to save it is you come to File and you go to Export, go to Export for Screen, and then this select all and make sure the artboard is tangled and it is ticked probably. So come to the resolution and select the resolution, as we don't need the thumbnail to be much bigger. So YouTube usually accepts thumbnails which don't go beyond 2.0 MB. So if you give it a 300 pixels, it's going to be mostly bigger than you expect, or than the size of the resolution of YouTube wants. So leave it to 72 ppi. So give it a name which is thumbnail, and come to this where you make sure this is white. So come to this, make sure it is PNG, which is the portable net graphics, suitable for screen, because since it will be viewed for screen, this is best. So what you do, you save, export. So the reason as to why it has not saved is because we didn't save our artboard in the first place. So cancel and let's save our artboard. Ctrl S to save, and go to objects here. So what we are going to do, we are going to give it a name which is thumbnails. So we need it to be saved as a PDF. Save and save PDF still. So with our document saved, we are now going to export it. So that is one mistake that you have seen that you don't need to make the next time you are doing something for yourself. So you come to File and go to Export. Once again, Export for Screen. Make sure 72 ppi or 72 pixels is selected for it, if it will give you a good size which is suitable for YouTube thumbnail standard, which is 2, which is not above 2.0 MBs. So you need something which is below 2 MBs. So thumbnail, give it a name, thumbnail, and make sure PNG is selected, portable native graphics, good for screen format. So click export, and immediately when it exports, it brings you, or it opens for you, the folder where it has saved it, so which is named 72 pixels. So when you double click this, you see we have our thumbnail, and its size is 8. It's 800 KB, so this will fit in and it will blend in very well, and it will be still in the range of the standard picture format for the thumbnail for YouTube that YouTube recommends. So this is our thumbnail, and this is how it's going to look, or it's going to come out. So I want to thank you for watching this tutorial. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.